I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cut?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's guap up. I know you know Ron.
who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seen decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Least he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we riot, they send the military and armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
Shalom, Israel. Welcome to the Israelite School UPK. Starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander Johnny Yahana. 1 West, 125th Street. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth according to the Bible. Today is a Hebrew class. Today we're going to focus on Hebrew terms and making sure that you understand that the Hebrew is not Yiddish and Yiddish is not Hebrew. Or else they would not have different names. It would all be just Hebrew. But Yiddish does not count as Hebrew, and it cannot be used or substituted as Hebrew. Hebrew is its own language, and it's not Yiddish. Okay? The quicker we understand that, the better. Yiddish and Hebrew are two totally different languages. There are some Hebrew influence in Yiddish, but it is in fact a different language. Okay, that you're speaking when you say that. When you speak about Yiddish. Okay, let me get my notes together. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna start with the Lashawan Kodash. That word Lashawan Kodash. What does it mean? La Shawan. Kodash. Alright, Lashawan Kodash. Okay. Lashawan Kodash means holy tongue. Holy tongue. Okay. Holy tongue. Kodash means holy. Tongue is Lashawan. Holy. And then Kodash. Alright, Kodash is holy. Lashawan is tongue. Alright. That is the way you say Hebrew, or not exactly Hebrew. That's how you pronounce the language. Lashawan Kodash. It's not Yiddish. Okay? Do not think when you're talking Yiddish or you're speaking Yiddish or listening to Yiddish that you are listening to the Lashawan Kodash or the Hebrew or the Holy Tongue. Do not get them confused. Okay? Shalom. Okay? Not Hebrew. Okay? It's Yiddish. Alright? Yiddish is Germanic tongue. German is German first, then Hebrew after. So it's German with the Hebrew accents it's on it. Okay, but it's technically more German than Hebrew. Shalom is Yiddish. Okay? Anything with matzah, Yiddish. It's not Hebrew. Okay, it's all Yiddish. Alright? Zeets. It's not Hebrew. It's Yiddish. It's garbage. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Okay? Get rid of it. Get out your mind. Get anything you learned that has those words with it, throw it away. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. It's just not Hebrew. It is German. Okay? You're a person who speaks Hebrew will not understand you. A person who speaks German will understand you damn near. You can have damn near a whole conversation. Okay? Because Yiddish is German. German. Or Germanic tongue. That's what that is. It's a Germanic tongue. Germania. Okay? That's what it has to do with that. It does not have to do with the Lashawan Kodash. So, change this caption. You want to stick with the ancient Hebrew, not the German. Not anything Germanic. Lots of you been learning that because you've been learning from the oppressor. You've been learning from the oppressor what our so-called language and tongue is, instead of learning from our own people who've studied and brought out the language. Ask any scholar on earth that knows their stuff. They will tell you Yiddish is Germanic. Okay? It's on Google, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, it's not nothing you gotta search hard to find out. Google it. So that's all you have to do. Shalom. Alright. Alright. So now let's learn some real Hebrew. Alright. Hold on 1 second. Let's learn the Lashawan Kodash, okay? The holy tongue. The holy tongue. That's what we're going to learn today. All right. Let's start with the alphabet. All right. A. Ba. And it's not Aleph or Ba or Daleth or Deth or none of that. Okay? It's no TH in the pronunciation of these letters. Abba, Ga. There's not no Gimel or none of that. Abba, Ga, Da. It's not Daleth. It's not Daleth. This is not Hebrew. That's not Hebrew. Okay? You see that in these Bibles and these different places and things like that. Don't give it any credence. That is Yiddish. That is not Hebrew. That's German. Okay? Aleph, Gimel, whatever they want, however they say it. No. All that is Yiddish. Get rid of it. I got Da, Ha, Wa, Za. sec. Okay. And it starts from right to left. Okay? Right to left. It's not like English, it's the opposite of English. Ka, ta. Okay. Ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, to za. This is not Z. There's no Z. Okay? That is German. Okay? You cannot mix any other language with the holy tongue. That makes it unholy. Qua, ra, sha, da. Alright? This right here is the Lashon Kodash. The holy tongue. And it's Kodash, not Kodesh. Kodesh. All these other old Kodesh with these other spellings and stuff is not Kodesh, it's Kwadash. Okay? It's not Kodesh. It's Yiddish. You will see, yes, I'll break down Shalom. You will see Kodesh a lot. Kodesh. Qude, Qode. If you notice and you look at the language, the letters, there is no O. There's no O. There is no U. So you can't have Shalom. Alright? There is no O and there is no U in the Hebrew. Alright, what you got? A, E, I, O, U. There's no E, O, or U. The letter E, the letter O, or the letter U. It's not in it. So anything you hear or see with these letters in it, you can rest assured that it's not ancient Hebrew. Okay? It's not ancient Hebrew. It's not in the text. Alright? Now, get some proof for people who may not know that the same ancient Hebrew that we teach here is what's commonly known as the first letters. So we're going to get, all right. If you take a look here, this is the dictionary, the American Heritage Dictionary. All right, scholarly work. It's a dictionary. Second college edition, Houghton Mifflin. Okay, it's a college dictionary. All right. Now, you go to the letter A. Okay, A has the earlier way ways to say the letter A. The modern. That's the modern you're looking at. But as you go right, you see the medieval way of writing it. Go relatively more, the Roman way of writing the letter A. All right. Alpha in the Greek. The Roman is Latin. Then you see the Greek. You look at number 4 and 3. 4 and 3, you see the Phoenician, which would be the Hebrews, what the Hebrews spoke. Okay? That is where it started. It started as that. And then it's the same with all the letters in here. I can go through all the letters in here, and then you'll find the Phoenician. When it says Phoenician, just understand that's the Phoenician time period and the Phoenician era, and the way they was writing the words. And Phoenicia is another way of saying Israel. Phoenicians, because the Israel came and fought the Phoenicians and lived in that area where the Phoenicians were at, in that whole area. Okay, when it says Phoenician, just know it's not only talking about that actual Phoenicians. All the ones in the area wrote like that, because that's the Hebrew. All right, so that's the evolution of the letter. Today, we write similar letters that look like this, okay? If you look at today, the A looks like a sideways A. A B looks like this, you just add another hump to it. A, B, C, C, then I'll have the C. D, this is a G, so if it made a G, it'd be, lowercase g is like that. That's similar. A D is like that. That's similar. H is like that. Okay, W is like that. Z is exactly like that. All right. K is kind of, like this a little bit, just a little different. And La is similar. The Ma has the humps, the Na. So you have a lot of the letters that are similar to the English, even all the way to today. So this is the root right here that we're teaching, where all those letters came from. And all the languages and all the letters on the earth came from the Hebrew. Okay? As far as anybody knows, as evidence from that dictionary. Okay? It all comes from the Hebrew. All right. Where we at? So let's move on. Brother asked for a breakdown of Shalom. Let's get it. Shalom. Okay. When you write it in the Hebrew, it's Sha, La, Wa, Ma. Alright? Sha, La, Wa. Okay, now, if we were to spell, this is where you get a lot of fake Israelite groups that came after the seven heads and said, well, look the way it's spelled. We should change it. It needs to be spelled like this. Shalom. We just discovered something. The seven heads, the scholars that started the Israelite school UPK, that started all this stuff, that looked up everything, they were wrong. We found something new and special on the earth. So they run around touting Shalom. Because they think everybody, when you leave the truth and you start your own fake Israelite group, you always want something that differentiates you from the truth, from the originals. Because you don't want to be seen as a copycat. You want to be like, oh, we're a little different than that. So they always try to tweak something or change something, something ever so they can always seem like they're different. That was wrong. This is wrong. Okay? If you were to spell it out, like it is spelled, Sha, La, Wa, Ma. Alright? Sha, La, Wa, Ma. Okay? Now, when it's to make this not Wa, Ma, you put a connector. A connector. A connector between Wa and Ma. That makes this a M sound. Instead of a Ma sound. So now when we add it together, it'll be it's hard to write in English backwards. It's a wom, right? You would think it's a wom. You would say, oh, look, it's a wom. But that's not it. It's a wum, W-M. All right, it's a W-M sound. Hebrew got rules in this, different rules, just like English got different rules. All right, it's a W-M sound. W-M sound. So when it comes out, it's not Shalom or Shalom. It's a Sha, La, Shalom. Shalom. W-M. And basically what it does is it makes the W basically silent. Okay? So it becomes, and Shalom means peace. In the English, it means peace. So it becomes Shalom. Now here's another example in the language of show you. Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem. That's how it's spelled in English. What does it mean? City of peace. Okay, the salam there is peace. Jerusalem. Now, when you write Jerusalem in the Hebrew, it's Yara Wa Shalom. Yara Wa Shalom. All right, it's Yara Wa Shalom. If that W, the W's there in the Hebrew writing, but it's not pronounced in the word, Yara Wa Shalom. Otherwise, when you see Jerusalem in English, where's the W sound? It should say Jerusalem. Why don't it say Jerusalem in the Hebrew? Because Shalom is part of Jerusalem. Yara is city. Wa is of. Shalom is peace. Why isn't it pronounced Jerusalem? If Shalom is peace in the English, in the Hebrew is Shalom. When you translate it to English, you should have the W in it. It has every other word. The Yara, this J-E-R, that's the Yara. J's changed to that, to the E-R, A-R. Wa, U, that's the U sound, changed to a U. And then Shalom, Salam, Salam, Shalom. Why isn't it a W in Jerusalem? If the correct way to pronounce, that's why you got to get the real Hebrew. You can't get it off the internet from these random sources. You have to get it from the home of the truth. The reason you don't say Jerusalem as Jerusalem, because the W is silent. Jerusalem would be incorrect. It's Jerusalem. And in the Hebrew, Yarawashalom, city of peace. There is no wa in shalom that's pronounced. It is a silent letter. The WM sound, shalom, wum. Wa, ma is wum, shalom. So what happens is it drops. It's just like in English. There's lots of just random words that the letter just is silent in the word. I don't make the rules, but I don't break the rules. Okay? This is how it's broken down. And it's the way it's been broken down. It's never been broken down as shalom. Some men just want to bring something new in the earth so they can feel like they made something new, as opposed to what they really did was just copy the original. That's all they did. All these fake groups, they're just trying to be like One West. They're trying to be like the ISUPK. But like I said, all of them want to feel like they're doing something different, or they're doing something new, or they want to change it up, make it more Christian. So that's what they do. They couldn't cut it in the Israelite school UPK, so they made their own group that they can cut it in, and they can smoke weed in, and they can be the leader in, and they don't have to, have no leadership, not leadership. They don't have to have no rank. They don't have to take no orders. They don't have to have nobody checking them or being rough with them as far as like teaching them. They take what's called the easy road. The easy road is to just make some shit up. It's easy. It's hard to follow the straight path, but it's easy to just make some stuff up. Change it up. Nobody there to stop me from changing it. Nobody there to change me or make me change it. I could just do what I want now. That's a fake Israelite group. They don't have to deal with the discipline and the order and the structure. They can bypass all of that, and then they can just say Shalom, and nobody can tell them and say that's wrong. Nobody can say nothing they're doing is wrong. Whatever they choose to do, they can do, and nobody can tell them it's wrong. All they got to do is say I'm following the scriptures of what I understand. God knows my heart. Same thing the Christians do. That's why a Christian can't check a Christian. You ever hear two Christians talk about what's true and what's not? Shoot, they be having, they'll have a battle like they battle in the UPK, because no Christian can tell another Christian that they're wrong. All the Christianity is a religion where everybody's right. All right, everybody just gets forgiven. Everything all is forgiven. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, but not in the ISUPK. All right, so that's the breakdown on shalom. And it is not shalom. Okay? Contrary to popular opinion and popular belief. Okay. Well, let's move on. Any other questions? Type them in. Okay. All right. Let's go with the 12 tribes. Let's break down the 12 tribes in Hebrew. That's what we'll go over today. Let's start with Judah. Start with Judah. Okay? Judah. All right? How do you say that? Is Yahawada. Yahawada. I believe it means the Lord's praise. All right? That's right in Hebrew. Yahawada. Yahawada. Now, Yahawada. That is how you say Judah in the Hebrew. Yahawada. Okay? That's right in the Assyrian. We didn't go over the Assyrian that much, but the Assyrian is basically is Hebrew with the characters are different. So they changed it up a little bit. Because they were in the Assyrian Empire and they might want to change up the language or the way they wrote the language so it could fit in more with the heathens. That's why I put an I. Yeah. Yeah. I forgive me for taking a while. I don't write that Syrian as much. So Yahawada. Yahawada. And as we've seen with some other words, sometimes the last word or the last letter of the word is not pronounced. So here is Yahawada, and it's not Yahawada, because this is a ha. This is a ha. It's not Yahawada ha. It's Yahawada. All right. That's just when you learn the language, you kind of pick up on the words that are you don't pronounce the last ah. And it's a lot of the words that are like that. All right. So now let's do Benjamin. Judah. Let's do Benjamin. Benjamin. The son of the right. Banyamin. Okay. Ba, na, ban, yam. Ban, yam. Banyamin. Okay, Banyamin. As I say Benjamin in the Hebrew. Ba, that's not, it's like 3. Ban, yam. Alright? Now, this is a ba, na, ya, ma, ya, na. This letter that looks like a 3, and this long letter here, they're both a na. You pronounce it, you write it differently if the na is in the middle of the word, or if the na is the end, the last word, or the last letter of the word. It will look differently. It'll look like that. Okay? You can use these, we got these sheets like this above the board that you can print at home, get with your camp leader, and you can get these at home. And that way you can be able to study the letters at home. Okay? And on that sheet, it gives you more of the breakdown of how to write the letter if it's at the end of the word, if it's a difference. All right, Judah, Benjamin. Now let's do Levi. Loya. La, wa, ya. Lo, ya. Lo, ya. Alright, lo, ya. It'd be hard to fit all these words here. Over here, let's write that in the Syrian. It's the la. Oh yeah, la, wa, ya, lo, ya. All right, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Excuse me. Simeon, Simeon, Simeon. Which is Shemaiwan, Shemaiwan, Shemaiwana, Shemaiwan, Shemaiwan. The Syrian, Shemaiwan, Shemaiwan. All right, Shemaiwan. The next letter or the next tribe, Ephraim, 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 Ephraim. Also known as in Hebrew, Parayam, means fruitful. Par is fruit. Parayam. So, Parayam. 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 And the Assyrian, what's the pot look like? Oh yeah. Parayam. Party. Party. Let's get Manasseh. Manasseh. Now, these words don't really have much Yiddish that people know about. People don't really get like these tribes messed up in the Yiddish. I know they may say Judah and say like Yehudi, like that's the tribe of Yehudi or something like that, and they say that's Yiddish. And they don't, you won't hear other tribes in Yiddish because they don't have the other tribes' names in Yiddish that they teach. Because they don't give a damn about the other tribes, because they don't know about the other tribes. They only know about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They don't try to talk about the other tribes because other tribes don't matter to them because they feel like they are those three tribes, and those are the only three tribes that matter because they're stupid and they're lying, so it's incomplete what they're talking about. They don't have all 12 tribes. And or you won't hear about all 12 tribes from them. ISUPK you will hear because we're the home of the truth and we have the 100% knowledge. When you only have a half of a little bit of the knowledge, you're only going to be able to teach a little bit. You ain't going to be able to teach the whole thing. That's why they don't teach about the other tribes. Hold on a second. Get this incense burning. Let's get the rest of the tribes. Manasseh. Manasseh. How do you say that in the Hebrew? Manasseh. 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 All right, Manasseh. Hold on one second. I'm spelling that part right. All right, that's perfect. So here to be Sa, Manasseh. Manasseh. So Manasseh. All right, Manasseh or Manasseh. That is Manasseh. Manasseh. Okay, and then Syrian similar to the Manasseh. Then you got the Ha's. There we go. Manasseh. Okay, Manasseh. Here's 6 of the tribes: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Ephraim, and Manasseh. Let's get the next tribe. Gad. Tribe of Gad. Okay? It's spelled the same way in the English. Gad. Alright, spelled G-D. But Ga and Da. Gad. You say it in the Assyrian, it's Ga and Da. Gad. Very simple. Gad. Next, the tribe of Ruben. Ruben, or Ra'ahabam. So we get a Ra and a Ra'ah, Wa, Bam. Ra'abam. It's like Ra'abam. Alright? Something sun. I don't remember, but something sun. It's right in the Syrian. Wa, Ba, and Na. Ra'abam. Let's get Ashar or Asher. Asher is Ashar. Ashar. Tribe of Asher. Ashara. Ashar. Ashar. Here in the Syrian, Ashara. Ashar. Ashar. Next is Naphtali. Naphtali. All right, let's go over who the tribes are real quick, just so we're not losing ourselves, nothing like that. Let's see if I can look this up a little bit. see the 12 tribes chart? Fine, perfect. Okay. Tribe of Judah, Yahweh, the Negroes. Tribe of, hang on a second. All right. Tribe of Judah, Yahweh, the Negroes. Tribe of Benjamin, Banyamin, the West Indians. People is in Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados. A lot of those islands. Saint Martinique, Saint Lucia. A lot of those islands are the tribe of Benjamin. Okay, that's what tribe that is. Banyamin. Next is Levi. They are the Haitians. Okay, Levi, Loya, Levi, the Haitians. Tribe of Simeon, Shemaiwan. Shemaiwan is the Dominicans. All right, not Dominica, but the Dominican Republic. Those Dominicans. Because I know there's an island, I believe, called Dominica. And I haven't not heard that those are from the tribe of Simeon, the ones in Dominica. But the Dominican Republic, that's Shemaiwan. Then you have Zebulon, Zebalawan. That's from Guatemala to Panama. Guatemala to Panama. Wouldn't be considered as much the ancient Aztecs, but I believe I don't even know if they're the Mayans or the Incas. I think they're a little under the Aztecs, or they was with the Aztecs, mostly the Aztecs are Issachar. So I couldn't tell you exactly what their Indian names were. But Zebulon is Guatemala to Panama.